In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil will escape our sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware our power. Green Lantern's light.
You had to do that.
Of course you
I
did,
know,
yeah.
I know. I was expecting it, but
Okay,
there
so
we go.
if we're
Well,
the
hang
Green
on, hang
Lantern...
on. First, let me introduce ourselves.
Of course,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
go
so
ahead.
sorry.
I am your host for tonight's episode. I'm Will, and to my right,
Is Stu.
and across,
Alex, pleasure.
and today we are going to be talking about the Green Lantern animated series that was released on March 3rd, 2012.
So another one of those great cartoons that was canceled way before its time.
This one only lasted one season, 26 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that it was canceled is going to piss you all off.
Oh, I can probably imagine why.
I think I know why. Go
yeah,
on.
yeah, go ahead.
The toy sales
Oh,
for the live-action TV movie were poor, and thus it impacted upon this show, and it was cut off before its time.
okay. Oh, wait, well, hold on. I knew that the
Let it out,
travesty that was the live-action Green Lantern movie would have something to do with it, but the toy sales for that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Really? I mean, I would have...
How did that affect an entirely different...
I mean,
It's still technically
it's-
the
it's-
same franchise.
It
Still
was,
te-
but they're
yeah.
not related except... I just...
I know that's...
That's how much it sucked, folks. It
Wow.
killed off a good series.
Oh yeah, this is bad. This is bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean...
How-
I haven't gotten through the entire
Well,
entire
it-
series.
It lasted for a year. It
Yeah.
started March 3rd, 2012,
Mhm.
ended March 16th, 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it lasted for a year, and the problem was, it's really good. It's
Yeah.
a really, really good
I
show.
mean, yeah. Most shows, be it Western or Japanese animation, you see CGI and you immediately start to think,
Cringe.
oh, great, they're using this as a cost-cutting measure to or of some sort. But
Really? CG would be a cost-cutting?
well,
I would think it would actually cost more.
well, in some instances, but
Well, when you think about it, hand-drawn, the amount of people...
Time
I
and
mean,
energy.
all the stuff you have to do
But
with
when
it.
you think about CG, you think about the amount of equipment
Equipment,
needed.
yeah. So, I mean,
true.
I
But
guess it depends.
yeah, and
yeah.
I guess I'm just saying that they try to cut the absolute barest of corners and just sort of say, okay, we'll slap in some real basic CG here to hide the fact that some of our animation isn't quite that stellar.
Well,
and-
You know what? Let's ask the viewers.
yeah.
Folks at home, we want to hear your opinion on this. What is your thoughts on CG in cartoons or anime or animated movies versus hand-drawn? I mean, what do you think is easier? What do you think is more expensive or whatnot? We want your feedback. Please get back to us in the comments below. We want to know, what do you think of this topic?
And let me just get over some of the bare bones facts about this.
Bare bones.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
One of the executive producers, which you're going to like,
Uh-huh.
was Bruce Timm.
Oh no!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
How could you do that to Bruce?
Well-
oh.
And you kind of see it in the character models because, and I
The
quote, they basically had the artwork inspired by Bruce Timm,
Uh-huh.
and they basically said that it's basically Bruce Timm but CG.
I could go for
I
that. I mean,
could- yeah.
it looks good.
Well, the character models, if you put them on like a 2D plane, they look like they came out of Superman, the animated series.
A personal
yeah.
favorite of mine as a kid, and
An
still
underrated,
holds up.
one of the underrated.
Oh,
DC
absolutely, absolutely.
DC ones.
But for
And
another time.
Here's how they described it. Bruce Timm does CG project, which was how the show was first conceived.
Yeah. And-
So that's one of the
yeah, I remember seeing the trailers when it first came out, and even just basic clips, and I was like, oh wow. I mean, the animation is solid, clean, and there's actually some variety to the
models.
to the models, and it's not just stock arms up and down. There's some articulation.
Oh, the different alien races. You see
Yeah.
a lot of.
that's
really
kind of why
different
I
looks.
like this show, because I mean, when you think of like alien movies or shows, you think of like Star Wars,
Star Trek.
Yeah,
Star Trek. Maybe Independence Day.
Someone, yeah.
Aliens,
Predator.
Yeah,
et cetera, et
they
cetera.
all tend to follow the same, bipedal, semi-humanoid model, except for sometimes the bad guys, which are just...
Well, I mean, I remember a really good series. This is a book series that dealt with aliens a lot. Animorphers.
Yeah.
Or Animorphs.
Yeah.
That was a really good series, and their aliens were very unique. They had like the Hornbajars. I think that's how it was pronounced, Hornbajars?
Yeah.
That were basically walking salad shooters is what they were described as.
Oh,
yeah.
And the live-action version, you actually did see them occasionally. They were pretty cool to look at. And then you had the Andalites, which looked like centaurs with scorpion tails and stuff.
But anyways,
Yeah.
so the aliens of Green Lantern...
They are just varied.
Oh,
They are incredibly varied. They said, can we put tentacles on a ball? I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, hey, as long as it's got the willpower to power the ring, I mean, why not?
Yeah, they basically said, what can we make sentient, but have it seem like it makes sense anatomically? And they basically went with that concept as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works.
Another executive producer is Sam Register, who was executive producer for Teen Titans,
Oh,
Ben 10,
wow.
Mhm.
and Transformers Animated.
Oh, wow.
Really?
So
Wow.
this guy's
Some good
just,
stuff to his name.
this guy's just absolutely familiar with the whole, studio executives screwing over his, babies and...
Kinda. For episodic directors,
Mhm.
one of them is Sam Liu, who worked on Roughnecks, Starship Troopers Chronicles,
no
I remember
way.
that.
and Godzilla the series.
Oh, nice. That was actually a pretty good series, I remember.
Yeah.
This-
Monster of the Week type thing, but
Yeah,
it
but
was good.
still,
if it works, it works.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Will, you're kind of breaking my heart here because you're listening to all these guys and, creative artists that, honestly, they have the chops and the resume to back it up. So, I mean,
It just goes to show how much a studio or its executives can really screw over a good property.
Like a live-action film that tanked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about, they are on the money side. They have to make sure that what they're investing in can theoretically make its money back. But at the same time, when they start to play, creative directors too.
Fast and loose with it and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there ever a toy line specifically for the show?
I'm sure there was, but I'm pretty sure that too was also crippled by the live-action film.
I can see
Yeah.
that. I mean,
Because
another...
it's basically like Green Lantern, the toy line. Oh, you mean based on that terrible film? No, thanks. No, this is based on the cartoon. Oh, you left.
No, please, just forget Ryan Reynolds in bad CGI suit, please.
We all wish we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me go over the voice cast for this.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
go
is
on.
where I like it.
Yeah.
For Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern of Earth, we have Josh Keaton, who, if you know, he now voices Shiro on Voltron, Defender of Earth.
Still need to watch that.
It's a very good series.
Yeah,
But if you're more in line with video games, if you are a fan of Metal Gear Solid, he voices Major Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Interesting.
Nice.
He's also one of the more popular voices for Spider-Man, too.
Huh. Interesting.
For Kilowog, we have the base of base, Kevin Michael Richardson.
He does have the base.
Who, if you are watching the current Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, he voices the Shredder.
Ooh.
Wow. Huh.
Or if you're more in line with Transformers and you are a fan of Transformers Prime, he voices Bulkhead.
Ooh.
For okay, so I said this was like a space opera. They Kilowog and Hal go on a space journey in the frontiers, frontier space, where the Green Lanterns have very little influence on.
Yeah.
They naturally need a ship. They have a ship called the Interceptor, and on that ship is an onboard AI called Aya, who is voiced by then known Grey DeLisle.
Oh.
Do we really need to go down her resume?
Yeah.
Let's.
She's Catwoman. She's Azula. She's
Daphne from Mystery Inc. and most of the new Scooby-Doo series.
There you go.
Yeah.
Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents.
Frankie from Foster's Home.
Yes, she was that. Oh, she's the mother of Star Butterfly from Star versus the Forces of Evil. Love that series. She's Mandy from Billy and Mandy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She was also, I gotta say this about Billy and Mandy.
Can you tell that we're huge Great Delisle fanboys?
We are. She is amazing.
What's up?
Billy and Mandy is also responsible for introducing me to one of my favorite musicians,
Do tell.
Voltaire. He
Oh!
did the music for Little Rock of Horrors. Was it?
Little Shop of Horrors.
No, not Little Shop. Little Rock. It was
Little Rock?
the Meteor.
Oh.
An episode with the brains. I love them. I need them.
Oh, okay.
I eat them. The big ones, the fat ones, the short ones, the small ones. They're so delectable, especially the small ones. I love them. I saw them in concert a few years ago. It was fantastic.
Nice.
So, and we have one more major character who appears, Razor, who is a character made for this series.
Huh.
He's a Red Lantern, and as we all know, green focuses on willpower. Red focuses on rage.
Which I love, which I kind of loved the mythos of the DC universe for explaining, how these, different states of emotions and focusing on them, can actually imbue people with power. But at the same time, they're not afraid to play up, the hamminess of it too. I mean, there's a Red Lantern that's a cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a Blue Lantern that's a dog, a corgi, if I'm not mistaken.
There is a Green Lantern who is a squirrel.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, so Razor is...
Wait, does that mean... No, that's Darn, I was gonna make a squirrel girl joke, but I can't.
That's
Marvel.
Marvel.
No.
Don't cross the streams like that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's too dangerous.
Oh, one of my favorite Green Lantern stories. I think this was written by, I'm gonna say...
While you're thinking of that...
Yeah.
Alan Moore. I think Alan Moore wrote one. And wasn't it the one about the strongest Green Lantern? This guy going to a planet looking for the strongest Green Lantern and not finding him, and then he flies away and you realize the planet itself was the Green Lantern.
Yeah, Mogo, who
Mogo.
is also voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson in this cartoon.
I think that was written by Alan Moore, that one.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
Anyway, Razor is voiced by, and I'm gonna botch this last name, Jason Spizak, who, if you've...
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
if you've watched Young Justice, he's Kid Flash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but if you've played Dissidia or Dissidia Duodecim on the PSP, he's Bart's.
Huh.
That's it. Oh my god.
That's him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about range.
Oh yeah.
So got some range to him, all right.
And these characters basically go on hijink adventures in the frontier lands because they are fighting the Red Lanterns in the first half of season 1.
Who are led by Atrocitus.
Voiced by Jonathan Adams. Now, I don't know his origins in the comics, but in this cartoon, his planet was somehow destroyed by the Green Lanterns.
Oh, okay.
And his rage created, the Red Lantern Corps, which he then uses to wage war on the Green Lanterns, because they inadvertently destroyed his planet.
See, that's what I like about the DC, some of their more successful animated brands. They're not afraid to take chances with the established properties and the lore. I mean, it started with Batman, the animated series, and the courage to actually give the Joker, a comedic foil / pseudo love interest with Harley Quinn. And,
what about with they're reshaping the origin of Victor
Mr.
Freeze?
Yeah, and
Mr.
Mr. Freeze, and even with Superman, I mean, the origins of Brainiac is sort of like this.
That's the best Brainiac
yes,
ever.
It really was.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved Brainiac in the animated series.
Oh,
He's such a threat, too. He's not a quirky villain. He is cold, emotionless. He's a machine, and he is...
He has pure logic, and that's like
taken to crazy extremes.
Yeah, and then you have this the Green Lantern animated series is like, oh wow, they're taking these characters that might have been cheesy in their original origin, but it just goes to show, don't hold the source material as like this holy Bible that should be, followed at all means.
Exactly.
I mean, don't be afraid to take chances.
They are, with excellent writing and a good staff, they're able to create their own universe based on the source that they work off of. And when it works, it works.
True, but what you just said, Alex, about not holding it to such a strict standard, not like holding it up above everything else.
Yeah.
That can also sometimes. I mean, think about some of the DC products that haven't done so well.
Yeah.
Titans Go, basically.
I'd also
I don't
argue.
want to talk about that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd also
sorry.
argue some of the more recent Batman animated features that
like
the Killing Joke.
I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen it either.
I've heard a lot of bad
I've heard
stuff about
polarizing
it.
things about it.
Yeah.
I've heard that the first half can be ignored, but the second half you have to watch. I've heard like it's good, it's bad, yada yada yada. I haven't seen
I don't know.
I-
Everything post the Justice League animated universe in terms of the
been
animated has been
a mixed
kind of a
bag.
mixed bag, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman Brave and the Bold was pretty enjoyable.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
just bubblegum
yeah.
pop fun.
They were just having fun with that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more on the lines of we were just saying how we praise Batman the animated series for taking different directions and different chances
And risks as well.
Yeah.
with their characters. But then let's think of what followed immediately after.
The Batman.
Yes,
Yes.
which also had Grey Delisle in it
Yes.
Yeah.
as Catwoman. But
But
also the Ice King voiced the Penguin, which I actually thought was okay.
Well, he's also in this series as well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
let me
Yeah.
go down the.
yeah, keep going.
Let me just
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
do a splash dash of
The rest of the
names.
voice actors.
Go to the
Tom
splash.
Kenny, Corey Burton, Will Friedle, Phil Morris, Brian George, Jennifer Hale,
Jen
Dee-
Hale, I love her.
D. Bradley Baker,
Yeah.
and
Okay, one thing. Go on. Mhm.
Ron Perlman,
Oh, the
who
pearls.
voices Sinestro.
Oh, no way.
So
Yes,
you
yes,
have to
yes.
realize that if this series went on, we would have gotten Sinestro's Yellow Lantern Corps, and we would have gotten villainous Ron Perlman.
Dude,
Oh.
that's another, great loss and
Oh.
animation is when you get, these awesome
Damn you,
talents
Green Lantern
like
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you get these awesome guys like Ron Perlman for he's expensive too. He's a fantastic actor
he's
and a
phenomenal.
Where
voice.
is my other goddamn shoe?
Shoe! Oh, Pacific Rim. But that's
love
just
that
a shame
movie.
because you know that these guys, they love doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, voice acting, it may not pay the best, but it is a great creative outlet. So
He's
to
been in
see-
a lot of DC stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he was Clayface.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Bane in The Batman, if I'm not mistaken.
he was? That was him?
I think
Wow.
he in The Batman. I think that was him.
Yeah, I mean...
He was Slade in Teen
Oh,
Titans,
yes!
which
yes.
was amazing. He
Yeah.
was Sinestro in this one. Oh God, he's been
everywhere, people.
Yeah, he's been all over the
he's-
DC universe.
There's one other voice I want to throw out, and that's Ian Abercrombie. He voiced Palpatine in Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Good.
And so this is one of his last works
Before
he died.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
He couldn't complete the Clone Wars. He
Yeah,
died.
I
Yeah.
remember you mentioning that.
Yeah,
So I just wanted
Who
to
did
throw
he
that out
play?
there. Who? Oh, he voiced Ganthet, one of the Guardians.
Oh yeah.
And eventually Ganthet in the series will go on to find the Blue Lantern Corps.
Okay.
Oh. All right.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. So
I mean, space...
Okay, I got a quick
Questions,
question.
Stuart?
All right. So my knowledge of Green Lantern is a little limited.
Yeah,
I gotta really brush up on my the lore for it.
yeah.
Now I know about the blue
Yeah.
lanterns. I know about the red lanterns, and I
Yeah.
know about the yellow because of Sinestro.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also...
What about the Star Sapphires?
Okay.
Are they?
Star Sapphires? I guess are another kind of lantern.
Yeah.
Let me go over. I also have a limited knowledge
Mm-hmm.
of this, but I spent a lot of time looking at the DC Comics database
Yeah.
and Marvel.
Mhm.
There's green, blue,
Blue.
pink, which is Star Sapphire.
Mhm.
I think pink is love or...
love.
Yeah,
You've got orange, which is greed.
which I
I
believe...
didn't know that one was one.
Yeah,
Huh.
or as it's called, avarice.
Avarice,
makes
greed.
sense.
Yeah.
You've got.
I believe there's lavender/purple too.
Um,
I believe so.
Is there
yeah.
a Black Lantern?
There
Yeah.
are, but that represents another form.
Yeah.
That represents
death.
Yeah, I thought so. Cause
and
Yeah.
white represents life.
Yeah, and it was part of this massive
Blackest
ongoing.
Night or something.
Yeah.
there was
Blackest Night.
this event in the DC Comics where basically this villain called Blackhand, I believe,
Something like that.
basically became the avatar of death and became the first Black Lantern. And all of these Black Lantern rings went to deceased heroes and villains, who then rose up and became Black Lanterns.
And I found that I didn't personally delve into the comics that much, but I found that the lore behind it, about how the reason it explained very succinctly and quite cleverly why all these heroes, villains, and other characters were allowed to keep coming back to life issue after issue. It's because Death doesn't want them to go, because he has, he's like this puppet master manipulator. And I was like, that is actually a pretty good explanation, as opposed to just sort of saying
Revolving door.
Wizard did it, we need to keep those Superman toys going.
So there is one episode I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
Steam Lantern.
I haven't gotten to this, but it sounds glorious.
Hal Jordan finds himself in an alternate reality, on an alternate Earth, where it is basically steampunk, straight up.
Oh,
and
boy.
he meets this character, voiced by Robin Atkins Downs, the Steam Lantern. He's basically like Rocket Man.
Oh, interesting.
The Rocketeer, you mean?
Yes, the Rocketeer.
I loved that movie.
Ooh.
And his equipment is all. Bruce Timm obviously saw Avatar because it's powered by this element called Hardifinium. It's like Bruce Timm
really?
saw Avatar
And said,
heard
"I can make fun of this."
unobtainium, said, "That's stupid. That's silly. I can take it further."
God bless you,
sorry.
Bruce Timm. God bless you. Wait, it's Christmas.
Oh, man.
And God bless you, Bruce Timm.
God bless you, Bruce Timm. And can I have me a new leg?
Oh, wow.
One
That
and all.
came out of left field. Thank you, Will. That
Oh, that is brilliant.
normally I'm.
Oh, wait, I gotta ask. Alternative Dimension Earth, I gotta ask, did they have blimps?
Oh, God, yeah.
Because
yeah.
what is it with alternative dimensions and Earth, and there's always blimps? You've got, what is it? Fringe. You had blimps.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. The alternate
Blimps.
Bioshock. In
Blimps.
3 had blimps.
Yeah.
Because apparently we're the only universe that had the Hindenburg accident.
Yeah, and everyone else was just
Apparently.
yeah. Honestly, though, I'm a little bit burned out with all the steampunk culture. It's just like
It's gotten a little overblown.
yeah,
to some degree.
it's like you're eating your favorite bowl of ice cream every day on for the past few years. You get tired of it after a while. Shake things up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, how many steampunk cartoons have you seen, though? I mean, besides Avatar, which I guess Korra you could classify as steampunk.
But then again, at the conventions and the fan art community,
That way, yes, I can agree with you.
You're bound to get inundated. And...
If you're involved in like a community that has like a subset of that, I could definitely see you getting burnt out on it.
Yeah.
I could definitely see easily getting burnt out on it. But in terms of mainstream pop culture, I don't think it's gotten. I don't think it's gotten too bad in that term.
No, I wouldn't say that, but
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Anyways, so we've got space cops with magic rings, and in the DC universe, any other particular arcs or
there's basically 2 arcs to this one season.
Yeah.
You've got the Red Lantern arc, and then you've got the Anti-Monitor arc.
Ooh.
The Anti-Monitor is basically an entity who wants to, I guess, destroy all of existence. The
As they want
monitors
to.
in the DC comics are basically a bunch of guys who monitor things. The Anti-Monitor wants to reduce all things to nothing, a la Zeromus, X-Death, Cloud of Darkness, or any other Japanese character that you can think of.
Yeah, I mean,
fair enough.
I mean, it's not unheard of, and I know, and it kind of makes sense, in the DC, universe with the multitude of alternate universes, and one of my favorites was the animated feature they did with Owlman. And,
Justice League Battle for Two.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
You want to know who voiced Owlman?
Oh, I know who voiced.
We know
James
James
Wood.
Wood. Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah, and
Oh, I love
And compared
that
to his Hades, that is a completely different voice
it's
he's doing.
entirely
Oh,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, I
absolutely.
didn't even know it was because he's just so subdued and calm and measured.
You ever see Terradrome?
No.
Oh God, Terradrome. You've seen it?
No, but just
You
the
know-
name, just the name itself.
Oh my God, this is Terradrome is it's body horror. Who did a lot of body horror?
Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. David Cronenberg directed this. James Wood is in it. It is a trip of a film.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't go into too much explanation, but let's just say VHS tape coming out of chest shaped like somebody's naughty bits.
Sounds like a problem not even the Green Lantern Corps could fix with their mind powers.
It's something Sinestro would dream up with his yellow
that's
fear-based ring.
That's probably what was giving him the nightmares to give him power.
Yeah.
You know, jeez.
Oh,
just the thought that
but
there's...
yeah, I love James Wood in that movie.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and but yeah, 26 episodes. I gotta say,
One season.
One season.
I really wish
This is one of those series that we're always going to look at because it was basically cut off before its time.
And
is there a chance that it could be any way picked up in terms of comics, maybe, if they want to continue it that way? Because I know they did that with Teen Titans for a little while.
It's been 3 years since
It's been 3 years.
Been 3 years.
Yeah,
I don't think
going on 4.
I don't think we're going to see it in comics.
Let's put it this way. Young Justice just got picked up a little while back.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some actual good news. If you're a fan of Young Justice, they got renewed for a 3rd season.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
And
There is such a thing as a god.
yeah, and
Let's figure.
and also another bit of news. Another Justice League kids type show is coming out soon.
Oh yeah, Justice League Action.
Yes,
Oh,
which
yeah.
appears to be a wonderful fusion between the works and styles of Bruce Timm and Teen Titans.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
original.
You know, I'm excited for that.
Uh,
I really am.
They're bringing back.
Is it because Mark Hamill is voicing the Joker again?
And
Is
That
it
might
because
have
Kevin
something about
Conroy
it.
is voicing Batman again?
it's because they got the original voice of Superman and a lot
Tim
of the.
Daly? I
Wait,
knew
Yeah.
that was him.
they
Yeah.
got Tim. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I knew that was him.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that
got
makes me happy.
They got a lot of the original voice actors for both shows back.
I just want them to bring back Wonder Woman's voice actor.
Oh, please.
Oh.
Please,
I
please,
don't,
please,
I don't
please.
remember her voice actress's name, but my God, bring her back. She was fantastic. I loved the Justice League. I really did.
Yeah. We
Justice
will be
League
reviewing
Unlimited,
that.
I love too. I still have some mixed feelings towards how they ended it a bit.
Unlimited?
Unlimited, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly
that was...
what they did with Batman Beyond.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that episode.
Really?
Yeah. It's
It's
basically a send-off for...
it's a send off, but I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna have to rewatch it because it's been a few years since I've seen it. Maybe my thoughts have changed, but I just remember I kind of didn't like the reveal with Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
we won't
Yeah,
spoil
we
it.
won't spoil that.
We won't spoil
We
it.
won't spoil
Yeah.
that for you. But yeah.
we'll spoil it when we review the show, but we
Yeah.
won't...
Let's just say I don't feel like it delved outside the the fantastical realm that was established in the comics, or kind of what was in the realm of possibility within universe itself.
True, it didn't. It was still very good, and
Yeah.
the quality was excellent.
And it actually presented a version of Amanda Walker that was somewhat relatable, and you could actually see that her motives and plans actually were somewhat successful, right? Suicide Squad.
Anyway,
Less said the better.
Anyways,
you've seen a few episodes
Oh,
of
yeah.
the show. What do you think of it?
I think it is a very good space opera.
Oh,
I think
yes.
I want to see more. I'm only like 5-6 episodes in so far.
Yeah.
Having some trouble with my internet lately.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Okay.
I really do. I think so yeah, I really like the first couple episodes I've seen. Razor seems to have he seems to be like the anti-hero Lancer-like character.
He is basically the grudgy character who
Yeah.
has some emotional trauma, who basically gets a lot of character development.
Yeah, I could see him getting a lot of character development. I want to see that.
You are going to hate the ending in that case.
Oh.
Trust me. It's going to be like, Why didn't they go through with it?
Oh, that's oh. Well, I still want to see it, but Aya, is that how you say it?
Aya, yeah.
Aya seemed really interesting. I liked her design.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool. I'm trying to think what it reminds me. You know what it kind of reminds me of?
What?
A little, very little bit, but reminds me just a little bit of Peridot from Steven Universe, especially when she has the limb enhancements on.
Yeah.
Huh.
Go to Earth, they said.
Oh.
It'll be fun, they said.
I love she is one of my favorite characters from that series.
We'll talk about Steven Universe later. And
we
love
will.
for Peridot.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
we'll probably also have to set up some initial warnings because that's bound to attract some...
We will be talking about how much of the fan base is disgusting and some spoilers for Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not insult the fan base.
Oh,
I mean, every fan base has a toxic element to it.
Oh,
but this is a very vocal toxic element in Steven Universe.
I'll have to take your word on that. I haven't encountered them. It's too much.
Google them.
Yeah.
I openly avoid
Anyway,
stuff like
And
that. if I can.
anyways,
But yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Stuart. I gotta say, this just kind of feels like one of the classic or early 2000 Cartoon Network shows. I'm thinking like Megas XLR that had a fantastic premise,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit episode of the week in some instances with some overarching, potential for great character growth, and then bam, right when it felt like it was getting good.
Yeah.
Although,
and it was getting good at the
yeah,
end.
Yeah.
whereas with something like Megas was kind of canceled for, I don't
Why
know.
was that canceled? I mean, does anyone?
Maybe it kind of felt like they run out of places to go with it, which
I could kind of see that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There were a lot of other things they probably could have riffed on, but
There is one thing I want to mention about that little what is it?
tidbits.
Little tidbit, I guess you will. A little trip down reference road, if you will.
Yes.
All right. So Megas XLR is
Yes.
related to another cartoon,
Which one?
Yes.
Downtown,
Oh.
from MTV.
Yeah.
The junkyard character guy
Yeah.
is from that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I remember watching it on MTV, probably much younger than I should have.
Yeah, the original creators made sure to incorporate a lot of targeted hate towards MTV in Megas XLR.
You can definitely see why.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
but again, back to Green Lantern, got the same vibe from it, and unfortunate that financial circumstances surrounding a ancillary but still related product ended up, yeah. Hey, at least we can say this: it didn't kill Ryan Reynolds' career, no matter how hard it tried.
Well, Deadpool made sure it came back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the series is no longer on air, but you can buy it on Blu-ray and DVD on Amazon.com, which we shall provide a link for.
Because we are generous like that.
And I'm also gonna try to do that from now on.
I think that's a good idea because
Probably
we want to
smart.
plug the stuff that we think you should, which we want you to explore.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, and it also shows, the companies that, hey, you liked this. Give us more stuff like this.
Exactly.
And
Definitely.
we'll keep giving you money.
You know what? Get more people interested in this stuff. Let's try and get stuff like this going. Like, if we could get a petition going, that would be awesome.
It worked for Young Justice.
You know
yeah.
what? I want to see if we can start a petition to try and get the entire series of Gravity Falls released.
Ooh.
You know what? That is one of my dream things to have in terms of animation, to have released in full with all the extras and everything.
Yeah.
You want to know what else I want to see released in full with all extras and like background information?
Which one?
Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Ah.
They released the entire series, 2 seasons, but no special features, no interviews, no extra features at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was a ripoff.
Oh.
And it's something that is just a tribute to all things Scooby-Doo and Hanna-Barbera.
Interesting.
Oh.
So yeah, that's
Well,
my
I
little,
mean, there's
that's my little rant right there.
Yeah, well, petitions, I hate to burst your bubble, but
Oh, I
petitions are like dime a dozen nowadays.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
so... But
Well-
actions speak louder than words, so let your actions be the purchase of this product, and who knows, you might convince some people.
Anyway, this was Green Lantern, the animated series. Kind of a short podcast episode, but then again, this show only ran for one season.
Yeah.
So, next week, Alex, what shall we be talking about?
Well, Christmas is coming up again, so I figured, well, let's see, what can we get? I mean, we could do something, a Christmas-related love story. God knows that there are lots of series that have that targeted episode, but then I thought, you know what? What's one of my favorite movies that takes place on or near Christmas? Ladies and gentlemen, next week, Satoshi Kon's Tokyo Godfathers.
Hey.
Yeah. I promise you, this is going to be a bit heartbreaking and heartwarming and not totally mind-screwy as Kon is wont to do. But we'll discuss that next week.
Okay.
Until then...
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an Animation Triad episode. I'm Will.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Alex.
And we wish you a willful day.